Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here for another episode of Speaking My Mind. How you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Whew. It's been a while since I've done a Speaking My Mind episode. It is the month of May that I'm recording this, early May, just for reference, in case people are wondering. This as normally I do quite a few chunks of backlogs of these because and I know I don't get many views from them, but like I say, it's a little bit of an insight of what I'm thinking at the time, my thoughts and whatnot. And some people interested, some people are not interested. I've actually had a few gone viral here and there, believe it or not. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a bit of an odd one, but one that's actually on one of my subjects that I wanted to talk about, and that is footwear, specifically. We all have our kind of our likes and our dislikes for whether it's trainers, shoes, boots. For women, of course, it's the high heels and stilettos and whatnot. I've never been somebody who's been a fan of boots, but I do actually have a pair of boots, and I have used them a couple of times when I sometimes do my walks in the winter here. I don't, not as much as I used to. I actually destroyed my other trainers because I was consistently using them during the winter when I really shouldn't have done. And even though I had them washed and everything, they've literally been destroyed. I mean, I could try putting them in the wash and hopefully they'll get fixed. But just boots, obviously, they're more heavier on the feet. I actually apply more pressure to the feet, and I think that in terms of actually fitness, it's actually a good thing. It's actually good for your muscles down there because you're forced to lift a bit more weight than you usually would be. I mean, it's obviously summertime here, and I'm wearing trainers here, as you can see there, and I can even go to the worst parts at this time. And not worry too much about mud because most of the mud is quite dry, and I know the routes kind of in and out when I'm walking here. But if I was to go somewhere I'm not familiar with, I'd be a bit cautious about walking them. But hey ho, I guess it's different to different areas and the time of the year as well, I suppose. Speaking of boots, I actually did college for a few years while I was also doing school, and I had to have steel toe cap boots because obviously if you're working in the mechanics area, you have to have steel toe cap boots because if anything heavy falls on your boots, you crushes your toes in them. I always remember wearing them, and they were so heavy. They were so heavy on my feet. A lot of pressure applied to them, but I don't know, maybe it made me feel more manly when I had them. Don't have them anymore, but they were pretty heavy on the boots as well. I found myself as well, those kind of things. I've never been somebody who's worn, I have worn slippers, but I've never really, I don't like have slippers by my bedside or something like that, sort of thing. Even during the winter, I'll just wear, if it's really cold, I'll just wear socks or 2 pairs of socks instead, preferably. I've got actually like these thick socks that, thermal ones, that some people refer to. Wait for the train to pass. Thermal ones, that that really keep you locked up, like a thermal hat that I've had before during the winter. But some people like that, getting up in the morning and putting slippers on for your feet. It's a comfort thing, but for me it's more for slippers. I see more for luxury personally, but some people it's not like that, but it's different to everyone, I suppose, on that. But I've still got shoes from time when I was working for the entertainer, and I didn't have a problem wearing them, but sometimes I had to wear insoles with them, because even though I was working in retail and I wasn't doing too much damage or whatever to them, there were times where they were really uncomfortable, and maybe it's because I was wearing the wrong size. Now, as of the time of this recording, my feet are 8.5 UK size. So if you want to calculate that from whether it's Europe or wherever you are, feel free to do so. But that's the size of my feet. My partner, she's actually a size 2. Yes, so she has to wear either children's footwear, or she has to buy specific ones online that she wants, just because that's how small her feet are. They've never really grown her feet, for her, bless her. But like I say, it's different for everyone. But sometimes, obviously, what I do is I do have insoles if I really need them as well, depending on what I've worn. I used to wear insoles a couple of times whenever I was at work, because you're on your feet a lot, especially in retail, on the shoes. But the other thing as well, I've never been someone who likes laces on footwear, whether that's shoes or trainers. It's just not my thing. So normally I'll get like elasticated trainers or those slip-on shoes. I used to have the slip-on ones where you just slip them on, slide on, and they're pretty in as well. I know laces are a bit more presentable when it goes with your, can go a bit more presentable. But I guess as long as you look respectful, I don't think it's really, as long as you're wearing acceptable shoes, it's not really too bothering really in that regard. But I do have flip-flops for summertime, believe it or not. I don't often, there was the holiday a while back me and my missus went to. I did take them out. Did I use them? I think I did use them a couple times, but even I'm like, So it's because I barely wear flip-flops anyway. But yeah, there are, it's like, if I could I go the rest of my life without flip-flops? Definitely. It's not really something that I need. But again, I see it as like another luxury thing. But again, some people disagree. Some people need it for their footwear. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But I guess it's just everyone's kind of comfort as well, because I think it's, because it's not always about what you're wearing and how it looks. It's also about how it feels on your feet as well, because it could be a right strain on your feet. Like, I was wearing my old trainers now, actually, my other trainers, the ones that I got battered up, actually a part of it actually has a sticking point where there's I don't know if it's metal or flap or whatever on the trainer, on the back of it, on the inside, sticks out now. So it tries to push into my skin, and it left me with a very sore trainer base, sore back heel, and so I couldn't push it back in or something like that. I don't know what was wrong with it. But anyway, so whenever I wear them, I haven't worn them for ages now, but if I ever wear them, I have to have tissue to go between, to basically go between here. It has to go between, don't know if you can see there, but basically has to go in between here in order for me to do my walk and not get a blister or whatever from it. Yeah, a bit weird. Not these trainers, the other ones I mentioned in the vid already. But yeah, very, very, yeah. I mean, I still got them, and it's easy to say, oh, Regan, you should just chuck them out. Well, they're like, I've had banged up trainers before. I like to make things last, And the good thing is that Primark actually have decent trainers and footwear now. Even though they're dirt cheap and they're made rip-offs from Bangladesh or whatever, because I have a tight budget to look after, as you guys know. So, I mean, I would love to have £100 trainers from Nike or Adidas, because they're like my favourite. 1 second, let the train pass. They're actually my favourite that Adidas and Nike are like some of my favorite brands, but whenever I see them in like Sports Direct or JD Sports here, JD Sports in particular, my God, they're so expensive. Super expensive. But yeah, so I have don't think I'll ever have them again. Maybe if I win the jackpot, I don't know. But yeah, they're so expensive now. It's insane, you know, for some of these brands. But yeah, what do you guys think of some of footwears and whatnot? I thought this was an interesting discussion and wasn't expecting to talk 10 minutes long about it, but let me know what you guys think about it all down in the comments below. Like, what's your comfort footwear? Are you a trainers person? Are you a shoes person? Maybe you're a boots person. You know, maybe you're just like, you know, walking around the house in bare feet. Like, I even actually, before we actually head out, I actually have indoor trainers I bought ages ago, because the bottom of the trainer's designed not specifically for outdoor travel or whatnot. So hello. You're all right, nice. So yeah, indoor trainers, but I don't really wear them, and I kind of wish I never bought them, if I'm honest. But there you go, those are some of my thoughts. Anyway, let me know what you guys actually think down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, leave me some feedback about footwear and whatnot for you guys go through. And thanks so much for watching if you've gotten this far, and hope to catch you all very soon.